I was young, healthy, and very shy to talk about anything below the belt. And at the age of 20 years, I had all my 3 children. Until one day I started having this uncomfortable intimacy with my husband. And it brought a lot of conflict between me and my marriage. I decided to go and ask other women, but indirectly. I have a friend who she's going through a conflict, and the reason being the abnormal discharge. Some of them told me, tell your friend, which is me, to stop eating cabbages, Irish potatoes, and also advise your friend to go to seek for prayers and to get traditional medication. I thought a lot inside me, and I stopped eating the cabbages and Irish potato, but the abnormal discharge was still there. I felt discouraged, I felt hopeless, and I wished one day I'm going to put on a pant without a rag, because that was my daily routine. In a period of 5 years, I used to look for spiritual help and also to use traditional medicine, but the discharge was still there. Until one day in 2015, I saw a lady on television, a cervical cancer survivor, talking about signs and symptoms of cervical cancer and what she went through. And what she said, it was the same thing that I was going through: the abnormal discharge, the pelvic pain, and the back pain. Also the hip pain. I knew something is wrong and I needed to take a step. I was 25 years by then, and I went to the hospital. I got diagnosed with cervical cancer. In that room, I wanted all of it to end. When I reached at the hospital, there was a chart, and that was the first thing that I saw. And that chart had different types of cervix: the normal cervix, the stage 1, the cancerous cervix, and also the stage 4 cervical, the stage 4 cervix that it has cancer. The results became positive, and I was shocked. How can I get this sickness, whereby in my mind I used to believe this sickness was made to different people, not me as Millicent. And I went through the treatment. The treatment was hard. I did radiotherapy, chemotherapy, and the painful one, brachytherapy. One day I was sleeping at my bed. I was admitted with my purple gown, covered myself, and I was in pain. I was admitted in that hospital specifically for my blood transfusion. And I told myself, if I'm going to get through this, I'm going to speak out for a lot of Millicent I've said there. And I'm going to let them know they just doesn't need to ignore any symptoms. I continued, I got out of the hospital, I continued with my treatment. In that year alone, 2017, I got 14 pints of blood, and all of a sudden, the discharge stopped. But I got myself, I'm not having this smelly discharge anymore, but I'm on early menopause. Going through the hot lashes was very traumatizing. Early menopause at the age of 28 was very traumatizing. I wanted to lose out, but the motherly love in me gave me hope to continue and to speak up. The stigma from my family, from my husband, I lost my marriage. My family, no one wanted to associate with me because some of them thought it's a witchcraft, I'm a cursed person, and I'm not allowed to be among them. That alone almost killed me, almost led me to kill myself and also kill my children. I started speaking. After doing my MRI and my cervix was clean, I started speaking out to tell women about the cervical cancer screening. And I decided to be ambassador of the HPV vaccine here in Kenya by bringing my daughter to be the first one to be vaccinated, because I never wanted anyone to go through what I'm going through or what I went through. I've been from television to schools, to churches, to community, sharing my story. And my biggest aim is to stop stigma. I've also been to a global strategy cover to eliminate cervical cancer. In me, I believe no woman should die stigmatized of cervical cancer. And I love to remind myself, I'm precious, I'm beautiful, and I'm loved. Thank you.